So we have a chance to find out because we are going to play 4 songs tonight from a local band, 2 from 1974 when they were in high school, and then 2 from 26 years later, a 2000 reunion at Sweet Home High School, an all-year reunion talent show. It's going to be fun.
And it's a group called the Wheatstone Bridge. The origin of the Wheatstone Bridge began in the late 1973. Chuck Stenberg was an 8th grader at the Sweet Home Junior High School, and his parents had bought him a drum set the previous year. His older brother Steve was a friend with Eric Duncan, who was voted student body president his senior year at the Sweet Home High School. But Eric's family was moving out of Sweet Home that summer before the school year started. Stenberg's offered to let Eric live with them so that he could attend school at the Sweet Home and hold his student body president position.
And besides that, he was also learning to play guitar at the same time Chuck was learning to play drums. So how do you beat that? Maybe we start a band, eh? He was also on the high Q team, not a dumb guy. And he joined with classmates Richard Black, Jim Cook, Jim already playing piano. Joined the band a little bit later. But you're looking at people that, high school kids are getting together, trying to find a band, you see. Trying to figure out how they could make a band get together. One of the first times that they got together to try something, it was Eric Duncan on guitar, Chuck Stenberg, as we said, on drums, Richard Black with a borrowed tuba from the high school music band room, and so they finally got a band together. And I believe at this time, 74, Chuck is going to be in 9th grade, huh?
Okay. In a short period of time, they managed to get a full band together with Eric Duncan, class of 74, on guitar, Richard Black, class of 74, on bass guitar, Jim Cook of class of 74, and Farfesta organ, Lauren Bumgardner, class of 72, and on guitar and was Chuck Stenberg, class of 78, also on drums.
So looking for a name, and Jim Cook came up with the name Wheatstone Bridge because of his electronics class. And with Don being a ham radio operator and me fixing old radios sometimes with tubes, I can tell you that a Wheatstone Bridge is it's a way to check the value of resistance, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're learning that's getting drummed into your head in high school. Why not make that the name of your band? And so they did, Wheatstone Bridge gigs. They did play a few gigs here and there at Sweet Home High School. Even played for older students at a reunion at the Pineway Golf Course. And performed at the Chips and Splinters. That was, as you know, Don, being a Sweet Home boy born and raised, the Chips and Splinters talent show was legendary at the Sportsman's Holiday Weekend. They performed there at the Chips and Splinters talent show during the Sportsman's Holiday Weekend in the summer of 74.
Sweet Home High School band director Ted Marshall recorded the band on Saturday afternoon on his reel-to-reel tape machine in the high school band room. The band room had no sound dampening material, which for a big wide open sound on tape, it was the perfect condition for the drum solo they did called Dance with the Devil. For a short period of time, they had a female singer in the group from Albany who can be heard singing background vocals in the recording.
It's pretty cool. And as we said, they got back together 26 years later at the 2000 All Classes Sweet Home High School Reunion Talent Show. Isn't that neat? We're going to be hearing 4 songs tonight, 2 from 1974, 2 from the year 2000, Don.
There you go. So why don't you go ahead and pick a couple of them out there. We're going to hear a couple that were recorded by Ted Marshall, a long, well-known band person here in Sweet Home for many years at the Sweet Home High School. I knew him, walked with a cane, had a limp, and was a great guy.
But he had a good finger for recording button on the reel-to-reel tape recorder.
There you go. So let's hear what you got for us there, Mr. Steve.
All right, buddy. This is Wheatstone.
trying to look pretty. And if your train's on time, you can get to work by 9 and start your slaving job to get your pay. You see, it's the work that we avoid, and we're all self-employed. We love to work at nothing all day. But I've been taking care of business every day. Taking care of business. Taking care of business. It's alright. Taking care of business and working overtime. Work out. It's as easy as fishing. You can be a musician if you can make sounds hard or mellow. Get a second-hand guitar, chances are you'll go far if you get in with the right bunch of fellows. People see you having fun, just a line in the sun. You tell them that you like it this way. See, it's the work that we avoid. We're all self-employed. We love to work at nothing all day. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. Taking care of business. It's alright. Taking care of business. Working overtime. Work out. Mr. Chuck Stenberg, 1978. Take good care of my business every day while I'm away. Yeah, it's fishing. You can be a musician if you can make sounds hard or mellow. Get a second-hand guitar, chances are you go far if you get in with the right bunch of fellows. People see you having fun, just a line in the sun. You tell them that you like it this way. It's the work that we avoid when we're all self-employed. We love to work at nothing all day. And I've been taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. Taking care of business. It's alright. Taking care of business and working overtime to work out. Oh no. Taking care of business. That's all I have to sing. You can sing it. Taking care of business. 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 Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. Taking care of business. It's alright. Taking care of business and working overtime.
featured band, local band tonight.
And they live again.
They live again,
That
absolutely.
last recording was 21 years ago. And the two recordings that we started out with were 1974 when they were high school kids, including Chuck on the drums, if you can believe.
Beating
This
those
was
skins.
a ninth
Yeah.
grader. The first two recordings we played for y'all, he was a ninth grader. And then 26 years later, they got together. They were only together, he says, for one high school year. And again, he mentioned that the 74 recordings were done in the band room, you know, with not the greatest sound deadening in the world, right? They
Right,
did not
right.
have a 24-track, recorder, and stuff. So, however, the instrumentation was fantastic. The voices were fantastic. You could have done something with the voices, Don. You know what I mean? In post-production, even in 1974. But it was pretty cool stuff. I would have given, a couple of box tops to been at one of their live shows in 74.
There you go. Yeah.
Damn, dog. And then getting together in the year 2000, those were two pretty decent songs.
I got to chuckle just a little bit too because Richard, with a borrowed tuba from the high school band room, was one of the comments they made as well. I got to laugh about it, but the whole band together was Eric Duncan, class of '74, guitar, Richard Black, 1974. Bass guitar, Jim Cook, 1974. Lauren Baumgartner, and a class of from class of '72, and on guitar, and Chuck Stenberg on drums from the class of '78.
Class of 78. So the oldest guy there looks like Lauren Bumbarger, class of 1972, and the youngest guy, Chuck Stenberg, class of 1978. And again, some of them went on to university and this and that, but they all got together 20 years later. Isn't that remarkable? The two songs we played from that 2000 reunion were Taking Care of Business.
They played at one of your favorite places too, by the way.
Pineway Golf Course.
Pineway Golf Course.
Yeah, and that was in the 70s. I don't know where the year 2000 reunion was recorded. Was that recorded
Sure be
at
nice.
the Sweet Home High School Auditorium? Because damn, dog, wherever it was recorded, the acoustics were good, and whoever recorded it was good. You know what I mean, dude? It wasn't it wasn't a Wallensack
No.
tape recorder in your living room.
No.
Well done, Chuck, and any of the other band members that are around to listen here, 92.7, 92.1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
And,
I enjoyed that.
Great job. Great show tonight. Appreciate all the information.
Man,
and
that was
stuff
cool.
here, Chuck. And if there's any other recordings out there of it, we'd certainly like to hear about it.